If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com, and of course you can use the code TVM at the checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to yet another player review. I have managed to get hold of the 89 rated Politano. It took me, in fact, I did it in the number of games you have to win. They've just released the Bundesliga one. I think that'll take me a lot longer to do because there's like assist with a through ball while you're on the back of a donkey while riding through main streets of Cardiff or something. It's ridiculous, the requirements for that one, especially with a CDM. However, Politano is quite straightforward because Politano's 87 rated card is quite decent. The irritating thing as far as I'm concerned is that we've waited all this time since Politano was released. It's been months because he was released the first one. He was very early on and he's only been upgraded by 2. He's had a club change now obviously with Napoli, but it's essentially the same thing because he plays in Italy, he's Italian. It's unlikely you're going to need that hard link for the Inter players. If you do, you get to keep the 87. I suppose that is the positive side of things. You could use it in an SBC that EA don't release anymore. 4-star, 4-star, left-footed, high, medium. We know this anyway. But what we didn't know is how much of an increase you are going to get. So it's not massive, and I said this a second ago. It's not a huge increase over the 87, right? So you get 2 extra pace, 2 extra shooting across the board, 3 extra passing, 2 extra dribbling, 2 defending, and the quite considerable amount actually in terms of physical. You get a +5 overall. Only 3 for strength, 7 for stamina. That sounds good, but his stamina was 91 anyway. You don't really need it higher than that. It's good that it's there. I'm happy about it, but it's not something that I'm going to go, that's going to make a difference, you know? Maybe boosting the finishing up into the 90s would have been like, that's a difference. Reactions, composure up toward 90. That's a difference, but the stamina already at 90 plus into the high 90s, I'm over it. So let's have a look at the team first, right? So I've still got hold of that Ericsson. I used Ericsson to review him. I packed him, reviewed him, and then I used him to play the rest of the games to get Politano. Now we've got the new Politano. It only seems fit to just keep Ericsson there. I haven't lost while having Ericsson in the team. That's how good that guy is. Verdi on the left, new Politano on the right. Let's give him a chem style. See if they don't suggest it. So let's go over to Maestro. Now, there are various options for you in terms of the chem style. You can go for a Maestro, which boosts shot power, attack positioning, long shots go up, all good stuff. Short passing goes to 98, vision goes to 90, and then of course dribbling goes up as well. So the reactions are up to 91, ball control is 95, dribbling is 98, and the agility is now 99. If you don't want to do that, the other chem style in mind I was thinking of maybe is an engine. Kind of gives you the same thing, but you get a pace boost. Not that you really need it, but you don't get that shooting. The other one, of course, is to completely forget about the dribbling because he's got 96 agility, 93 balance, and he is super quick. You shouldn't have to worry about the reactions. So if you give him a Deadeye, he then has 99 finishing, and you still get to boost that short passing and that vision, and you also get a long shots and shot power boost as well as the positioning. So it's entirely up to you what you want to do. I'm going to use a Maestro for now, and then if I feel the need to go into a Deadeye, I will. I actually had a Deadeye on the 87 Politano, but now that we have slightly better stats here or there, I'm thinking I might be able to get away with the dribbling. We'll see. We'll see. I'll try this out, and I'll let you know how it is. And of course, I'll get back to you at the end with my overall verdict. But for right now, let's get into the gameplay. Right, let me just knock this ball straight out to him here and see what that agility is all about. He's not quite Kubo, but I tell you what, that's nice. I like that. I'm a big fan of that. See if we can just run all the way. Why not, right? That kind of got away from him, but he shielded it well. He's worked his way through. Lovely little drag back. Can we get inside? Oh, he's really got to do better. He was on his stronger foot as well. He's really got to do better with the end product there. But that was very nice. Ericsson, we all know how good Ericsson is. Again, we need to be doing better with our shots, but early indicators suggest that his agility, ball control and everything is a little bit more refined, actually. It just felt like proper fluid. He's actually playing as a centre mid, that's why. Here's Ericsson, what a turn. And Politano's on the floor. Tonali. Politano. Lovely. And again, and through to Insigne. That is a great bit of football. Insigne won't miss from there. And that's in the back of the net. Politano, assist. Good bit of footwork from him. Created the space. Insigne moved into the gap. And then his just pace took him away. And it's a nice finish. Verdi. Insigne around the outside for Politano. Digs it out. Back in towards Insigne. Tonali. Allen. Verdi. Here's Ericsson. Back to Insigne. Little 1-2 maybe with Politano. Went round the opposite side. Politano gets it back. Ericsson through the middle. Back to Politano. Oh, it would have been brilliant. And I could have taken a touch as well. I didn't realise how much time I had. What a passing move that was. Just completely did him dirty. And again, look at that. He came out to meet it with Koulibaly. And I could have. But I'm stupid. Politano back to Insigne. Politano through the middle. That's great football. Right-footed effort. He should have scored. Here he is again. Back into Christian Eriksen, who should have scored. What is this goalkeeper? Tonali. Eriksen. Good ball to Politano, who's onside. Oh, I've made a bit of a pig's ear of it. No, I haven't. I'm lying. I was joking. That's what I wanted to do all the time. Eriksen on the score sheet again. I tell you what, I've scored so many goals with Eriksen. It's mental. Politano with yet another assist. I went to go for goal. I thought, no, I'm going to have to just play it across. The angle wasn't there for the shot. And luckily, Eriksen's positioning is fantastic. Eriksen's ball through to Politano. He's in on goal again. And this time, he puts it in the back of the net. Finally, Politano gets a goal. I've had so many shots with him. And it just the keeper's been making worldy saves. But finally, he's broken his will. And he started to concede. Can't get it under control. Just spinning it every which way. Here's Politano. Insigne through the middle. Well, there he is. He could be offside. He has scored and he will be offside. Well, I mean, I did want to play it immediately back to Politano and it went inside to Eriksen. That's how broken the passing in this game is. But still, he did score. Or he was just offside. And that's got to be offside as well. But we have got the ball now with Dalbert. Got so much room here. Here's Verdi. Insigne. Politano through, well, Insigne's gone down. Possibly in real life you'd have got a penalty, but not in FIFA. Up toward Insigne. Little ball inside. Comes back to Politano. Just refused to pull the trigger. I pressed shoot and he just didn't do anything. But that's not him. That's the game. It's been happening for the last 6 years, I think it is. Ball into Politano here on his left. Look at that for ball control. Can he get... I just couldn't get it onto his left. Is Insigne goal. I just could not move that ball onto Politano's left. Tonali wins the ball back. Eriksen gets it. Needs to poke it straight through to Politano. He didn't. He gave it to Insigne instead. This game is broken. Eriksen. Politano can't quite get his feet. Oh, he couldn't get his feet sorted. And we've not managed to put that in. I've put a different chem style on Politano now. I've actually got the Deadeye on him because I noticed his finishing wasn't quite as good as I remember his 87 being. Here is Politano again. Lovely. Right foot. No, left foot. Never mind. He just changed the foot. That is the key. Deadeye. You have to put a Deadeye on him. There is absolutely no way he would have scored that goal without that Deadeye because I've tried in so many games up until this point. And that's a great goal. I was expecting him to hit it with the weak foot, but he hit it with the stronger foot instead, which I'm not bothered by. But having that Deadeye on him instead of the Maestro is definitely the way forward, especially if you like using yours as a striker, which obviously is what I'm doing now. So up until I put the Deadeye on this Politano, I actually thought the 87 was better. Turns out it's not. I was just using a different chem style. Now I knew that, of course, because I said it at the beginning. However, I didn't realise how much of a difference that Deadeye actually makes. He is so much better in front of goal with the Deadeye on than with the Maestro on. And that obviously goes hand in hand because he gets plus 14 finishing with the Deadeye and he gets 19 positioning and 10 shot power. Whereas with the Maestro chem style, of course, he just gets that shot power and long shots. But that is that's the difference. So if you go from Politano to Politano and you don't have the same chem style on, you will 100% notice a difference. Is there a difference between the cards? Yes, you can feel it as well. It's not a massive difference, but it's enough to make you go, right, okay, now I've got a slightly better one. It's not a massive upgrade. It didn't look like a huge upgrade in terms of on paper either, which is a big shame really, especially when you've been waiting months, quite literally months, to get this Politano upgrade. I'm not expecting it, but I am hoping towards sort of mid-team of the season, they might say, here's another chance to upgrade your cards, because it looks like they're going to give one a day now for us to upgrade our current cards. So if that happens and by the end of the week you are able to have upgraded all of your cards, who knows, by team of the season they might say, look, here's another chance. You could take the 89 to a 91, for instance. It would have been much better if they'd literally said, look, you can take this up by, I don't know, to a 90, and then through team of the season you'll have an opportunity to take it to a 93. That wouldn't have been too bad, but to only upgrade it 2 overall, and it looks like that's what we're going to have and have to deal with now, I don't know. I mean, it's a good card. If you've used the 87, you know all about it. It's just a slightly better, refined version, if you will. He's got slightly closer ball control. He seems a little bit more responsive and snappy. He's just a tiny bit quicker. You know, he's a lot more alert. But that's pretty much about it. I think that if you've got the 87 and you genuinely can't be bothered to try and go for the 89, unless you need the Napoli link, I wouldn't worry about it at all. I really, really wouldn't. But having said that, it's nice to have an 87 that I can just chuck into an SBC and still keep my my Politano, if that makes any sense. But if you have enjoyed the review, do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.